Our coach, Paniro Johnson, capped off the Big 12 tournament run with kind of a get-back match against Robuto. Fell into an early lead, but kind of fought back. What you see from Paniro?
Yeah, that was a great way to end the night, and I know that dual meet loss at Cedar Falls didn't set well with Paniro. It didn't set well with any of us. I don't think anybody in Cyclone Wrestling Nation liked the way that turned out. So for him to, I know he was excited to get a chance to redeem himself a little bit here. So good way for us to finish the weekend.
How does it feel to see Paniro be able to get here? The switching the weights, the season out because of all the gambling stuff, and then you see him, work his way to this moment, even despite with a few hiccups. How does it feel to see him get that win?
Well, he had a rough year. The whole gambling debacle, and there was a point that he didn't think he was going to get a wrestle again, and so it's kind of a cool story that he's made it back. And he's been to he's a sophomore. He's been to 2 Big 12 tournaments, and he's got 2 Big 12 titles. But the coach in me is cautioning him because the last time we did this, we went into the NCAA tournament thinking we were a big man on campus, and we weren't a big man on campus. So we can't make that mistake again. Last year there was this guy named David Carr that didn't win the Big 12 championships, and I guarantee you everybody forgot about that until I just reminded you. But he went on and made an unbelievable run to win an NCAA title. That's what's important, and that's the focus. And so we don't want to downplay a Big 12 title, but at the same time, people don't remember conference championships like they do, getting on the podium and obviously winning national championships. So my message to Paniro all year has been be greedy, and we need to be really greedy, and we need to stay humble, and we need to see what we can do in the next 8 or 9 days to separate ourselves. We're not going to win 5 matches by 1 point. It's impossible, all right? Now, it's probably been done, but it's a hard way to do it. So, that's why we got to be greedy. And again, I'm really proud of him, but we can't put our guard down now. We got to keep our foot in the gas.
When it comes to separating himself, is it just a matter of his training? Do you think it's more mental? How do you coach him to nationals now?
It's a mentality. If you want to be one of the big boys, you can't be in overtime matches the first round of the NCAA tournament. There's got to be separation. It's just too hard. It's too hard to win that many close matches over and over again. So we have to figure that out. Saw it and to his credit, we saw it this year at times. We've seen it, but we can't get caught in that trap. And there's a lot of really good wrestlers out there. So I understand that you got a lot of coaches that are game planning, but we have to figure out, and if we're going to win 4-2, it's got to be a convincing 4-2. It can't be a takedown at the buzzer 4-2. So, we're in a good spot. I like where we're at with him right now. I really do.
And then just from your experience coaching, how are you feeling? What was it like battling this weekend, watching your guys have to go through the back, and of course some upsets and just tough losses?
Well,
how are you doing?
They're always hard, but they're also fun. And I think as a coach, if you're not excited about the postseason, your athletes aren't excited about the postseason. But I also, my wisdom is that there's a lot of highs and lows, and you have to be able to take it all in stride, and you have to be, whether you're the athlete or the coach, you never get too high and you never get too low. And so, we had some things not go right this year. We can't do anything about it. We got 7 guys probably going, maybe 8. We'll find out on Tuesday, and we got to get 8 guys ready to go see if they can get in the podium.
And then just going back to this morning, MJ Gaitan finishes in 3rd place. You've told me before that the toughest guys wrestle for 3rd. What do you think of how he performed?
Well, I think the guys that come back and get 3rd are tough guys. So he was a really tough guy, and he had a weird injury on Saturday morning. And I'll be honest, at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning, I didn't even know if we were going to be able to wrestle him at all this weekend. And our doctors doctored him up, and by the time we came back, he went out and wrestled O'Toole, and I don't know if it would have made much difference, but we had very little mobility Saturday morning, very, very limited mobility, and he started feeling better, Saturday morning, and he started feeling better Saturday night, and here we are.
Awesome.